Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do before I go to bed? I like to look at some baseball cards. So I was going through some cards from the 80s and 90s, mostly 90s. And I thought I would show you some of the cards that I was looking through. You know, there's a lot of people that are kind of burned out of the hobby or slowed down or stopped participating, either because the cards got too expensive or maybe now budget is a concern. So maybe you're not buying as many cards as you used to. I know I'm not buying as many cards as I used to. And I was just thinking as I was going through these cards, I had some old holders from like 1990, and they were yellowish and so forth. And so as I'm going through them, I'm like, I got to get these in new holders. And so that's what I was doing. And it made me think of, things that you can do if you're not really buying cards at the moment. And that's one of them, to go through your cards and maybe put some new holders, put them in some new holders, clean them up. If you're somebody that does and I do this, put protective sleeves around your cards, do that. I know I can get wrapped up for hours, looking through cards, reholdering, organizing, you name it. Something else that you could do is maybe checklist some sets that you were thinking about. See how many cards you need. Maybe you can complete a set or two inexpensively. Maybe you just need a bunch of commons. You can maybe send some cards in for grading that you've been thinking about doing. You can rearrange your card room or make a card room. There's so many different things you can do when you have a collection that doesn't necessarily entail buying new cards at the moment. There's all kind of things that you can do with your collection. But that all said, let me. I grabbed just some of the cards. I had like 3 boxes I went through. I just grabbed a few handfuls, and so these are the old cards. And I don't use the term. I don't like the term junk wax, but these are cards I had back in the day. And those of you who also had these cards back in the day, we cherished these not only for our collection, but it was at a time for many collectors when you thought, these were going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Maybe you loaded up on 20 different certain rookie cards or whatever. For me, it was always just about collecting the cards. And when it comes to the money part of it, for me, it's more defensive when I buy rookies out. When I buy rookie cards, or when I bought them then, when I buy them now. It's almost more defensive in that I'm not buying them because I hope they'll go up in value and I'll sell them someday, which might be nice too. But I buy them because I'm fearful that they'll go up and then I won't want to pay the prices for them. So, a lot of the rookie cards that are worth thousands now, you could have picked up for $5 or something, where maybe now you can't get them. They're just out of your price range. So that said, as I throw these cards all over the place, I'm going to start off with this one because I have kind of a funny story. This is Doug Drabeck, and he came to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And when I was very young, I was a very young member of my Rotary Club. So I joined the Rotary Club, and I wanted to organize a charity event to raise money for children. And so I contacted the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we we ended up doing a charity basketball game at a local school. And they were sending a pirate, and we were basically playing their front office mostly. And so I'm busy organizing this thing the night of the event, and I'm bebopping around, making sure everything's good and everything. And there's all these people coming up to me, introducing themselves. And then this guy comes up and he's looking at me and he's like, "Hi, John." And I'm like, "Hi." you know, like just another guy introducing himself to me. And he's looking at me. He could tell I don't know who he is. And he's like, Doug Drabeck. And I'm like, oh, Doug Drabeck. I'm sorry. So he was there signing for kids and everything. And I wasn't watching a lot of baseball at the time. And the Pirates had just gotten him. And I didn't even know what he looked like. So that's my Doug Drabeck story. But he was, man, he was a great guy, really nice guy, gracious person. And I became a even bigger fan. Well, I became a fan when I met him. And I became a bigger fan in that playoff game where he just gave it everything he had. His arm was practically falling off in the 9th inning because the Pirates didn't have a closer. So let's look at some of these cards. And don't you call them junk. We got a Manny Ramirez, Pinnacle rookie. When I was growing up back then, this was the card to get. These are second-year cards of Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., and is this a second-year card of Randy Johnson? But I just love this Leaf set. And they're great-looking cards. In fact, some of the greatest cards are from this era. And lots of different companies distributed baseball cards. But this set is just exceptional. Here's a classic Cal Ripken Jr. Post, Nolan Ryan. This is one of my favorite all-time rookie cards. Now, technically, a lot of these cards, people are going to say, are not rookie cards. But I don't care. This is a rookie card to me. But this is a Denny's Mike Piazza. Let me see if I can shine some light on it. This thing, when it's in the light, I don't think it's going to come out. It's just so dynamic looking. Anyway, it's one of those hologram cards. I just love this. The Denny's. Got that at Denny's myself. Here's an oil can Boyd autograph card. One of the best nicknames ever. And Lee Smith autograph card. Got a A-Rod here. And then this A-Rod has a signature there. Facsimile. So 2 different versions of that. Here's a police issue Bo Jackson. And I love this Mike Piazza too. And this is the, what is this? Jimmy Dean's. Even Jimmy Dean's made cards. I'm telling you, some of the best cards are from this era. Look at this one. Star rookie. A-Rod. Dave Justice. Luis Gonzalez. This is a Don Mattingly it's a tag from a baseball glove. I also have a Don Mattingly bat I got. Tim Wakefield, minor league card. Nomar Garciaparra. Jeff Kent. Here's a Dick Perez autographed Donruss checklist. Of course, he did the Diamond Stars, if you don't already know. Here's a Kurt Schilling minor league card. Greg Maddux. What a pitcher. Bo Jackson. Derek Jeter. These are some good looking cards. I love this Sport Flick card. And it has Cal Ripken Jr., Pete Rose, and Rod Carew. Three great players on this one. I think it's my favorite sport flick card of all time. And this is up there too. This great Barry Bonds. 3 different poses. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter. I always liked that card. This is an unopened pack of the Coca-Cola cards that featured Nolan Ryan. And you used to get a case of Coca-Cola cans, and this would be in there. So I got this myself. Everybody was loading up on Mark McGwire back in the day. Randy Johnson rookie. And Brady Anderson had that one monster year where he hit over 50 home runs. Randy Johnson rookie. Kurt Schilling rookie. This great Sammy Sosa rookie. Got another Derek Jeter. Got a Jason Giambi classic. Got an A-Rod here. We have some fun cards coming up. Oh, I got a Molina in here. This looks out of place. Deion Sanders. Some of the best looking cards ever made. Mariano. Got another Derek Jeter. Man, this card, it's just such a good looking card. Darryl Strawberry. How can you not like that baseball card? There's a starting lineup, Roger Clemens. Yeah, all kind of stuff. True Value, Pete Rose. And the same shot, Jiffy Pop. These are Duracell battery cards. These are a dime a dozen, but just a great looking card of the kid. KB. As a as a teenager, pushing my 20s, hell, maybe even in my 20s at some point, but we used to go to KB because they had, every once in a while, you'd find stuff and they would sell baseball cards. So my friends and I would go there, and it's a little embarrassing, but they had these pins. This is Bobby Bonilla. And of course, my long-standing joke, every July I have to pay for this again. All right, Rafael Palmeiro, Juan Gonzalez. How great is this card? Bo Jackson. And Orlando Merced, I was a fan of his. I saw him at spring training. This is a post card. He was good. Here's a Bazooka, Mike Piazza. It's a Pinnacle Harold Reynolds. Oh, and this must be an extra Eric Davis rookie card, because I have this set in a binder. So those are just a handful of some of my 90s, 80s cards. And Eric Davis, if you don't know, you see this hat behind me, that helmet's signed by him. We got Al Oliver, Boog Powell. That's a Gary Templeton game-used hat signed by him. And that, of course, is the shot heard round the world, Ralph Branca and Bobby Thompson. So That's what I have for you tonight. I'm feeling a little tired. My knee is feeling better. Thank God. And need to get me some sleep. Hey, thanks for watching.